Hey y'all, I'm just sitting here in the aviary watching my birds this morning, and I thought I'd provide a quick update on how things are going here specifically, what my plan is, and then also on the state of the hobby in general. All right, in the last video, I showed you this wall, how messed up it was. Well, we've redone this wall. So really happy with how this turned out. I probably could have filmed the project better, but I was on a real time crunch. I was just trying to get it all knocked out this past weekend, and basically had to remove this whole section. Ended up putting in this trim piece to help it hold up longer term, which meant I had to shorten this piece. The boat is gone. A lot of people have expressed displeasure with that. It lasted as long as I thought it could. I'll look for something else cool there in the future. In the meantime, we're just gonna go with another cross piece for nest mounting. I'm still thinking, I replaced this piece of wood, but obviously the new piece is getting dirty because it's underneath the privacy perches. So I'm still thinking through if I want to try to put some sort of angled device there. But I haven't figured that out yet. The next big thing that's going to happen is all the perches you see in here are going to be gone. So I've already got all the new wood picked out. I'll pull all the birds out. It's a good time to inspect them, give them all a scat, and then I'll take all these perches out and do new perches, and do this for a couple of reasons. One, woods just gets really hard to clean over time, so it's good for the birds' health and safety. And then two, it's good enrichment for the birds to have a new world to explore. So I like to do that at least once a year, and that'll be coming up here shortly. As far as my aviary right now, I would say my aviary right now is probably in the best place, like my favorite place that it's been in since I started the aviary. I mean, a bunch of different things. I'm up to 3 pairs of Borks, 2 of which live in the aviary. Got a whole mess of Gouldians that have been breeding great and doing great. I've got Prodigal back. He's my sea green red throat parrot finch. I've got a hen for him. She's over there. They're molting pretty hard right now. And then I've got 4 pairs, I think, of masked grass finches, which is this bird, that are, if not my favorite, certainly one of my favorites. Some notes, I have to make room for some of these new species and bigger, and I added the pygmy ground dove, the South American dove, and I'll find him in here somewhere. It's crazy how a bird can get lost in the aviary. But I got rid of most of my societies. At one point I had 10 societies in here. There's my dove right there. Some of the other birds are still a little bit afraid of them. But at one point I had like 10 societies in here. I'm down to 2 pairs. I don't really use societies for fostering. I like societies, but there's no reason for me to have more than 2 pair of that species. So that's what I'm down to. I've got 2 pairs of diamond doves. I got a pair out here and a pair inside, pair of cockatiels, 2 pairs of canaries. Pretty much have 2 pairs of every species except for the red-headed Amadina, who I only have the male who was just singing, but I've got a female lined up for him. And then pygmy ground doves, I just have a male, but I have a female coming, and I just have 1 pair of cockatiels. Pretty much everybody else, I've got at least 2 pairs, if not more, which is nice because I can make unrelated pairs. I just got the birds I want, and it took me years. So if you're thinking, man, I wish I had all these birds, it took me years of breeding and buying and trading and selling and figuring it out to get to this point. So not something I take for granted, not something that was easy to do, but I did do it. And that leads me to my second point, which is the hobby overall. I am so excited for where this hobby is at. I mean, I've been in this hobby since I was like 7 years old. That's almost 25 years ago, or more than 25 years ago. I mean, it's come such a long way. I used to go to a bird show and you'd see like 6 unhealthy Gouldians, a bunch of zebra finches, some societies. You might see a shaft tail every now and again. You might see a spice finch every now and again. And now here we are, such a wide variety of birds in aviculture. People are importing birds. People are breeding birds more successfully. And I mean, the results are just pretty incredible. I have made so many friends in these past couple years since I started really doing YouTube and social media and the internet, and gotten the opportunity to get a hold of a lot of new species, a lot of beautiful birds that are really cool and really interesting and dynamic. And I just couldn't be happier about where the hobby is as a whole. A lot of young people in the hobby. It used to feel like to me that I was always the youngest by like 20 or 30 years of age. Now I have multiple people I talk to all the time that are younger than me that are getting into the hobby. I think that's really important for obviously the continuation of the hobby, but also for bringing the hobby into the new age. So things like having things be on the internet, and you have knowledge sources that you can easily access. You have people locally you can trade with, buy birds from, all those things. I think young people are really important to that. So we don't just age out of this hobby. And I think that's happening. So I'm really excited about that. And that's really all I got. I just wanted to tell everybody what I had going on, what I'm excited about, kind of what I'm thinking for the future. And, if you got questions, please always DM me, drop a comment here, DM me, take the moment, like and subscribe. Go check out New Zealand. Use code BirdBrains for 10% off your orders. Help them out, help me out, help the hobby out. They are now your one-stop shop for everything you need to have an aviary like this. So take your time, go over there and check it out. But, drop a comment here below. Where do you see the hobby going? What are you excited about? What's something new in the hobby you've noticed or enjoyed or found out about? Let me know. I'm always interested to hear it, always interested to talk to y'all, and I can't thank you enough. I play my small part here, but without all the watchers and the podcast listeners and everything else, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So thank y'all, and thanks Flock for flying along with me. Catch you in the next one.
Birds in the sky keeping me down. They won't let me inside of their town. How I wish I could be one of them. How I wish I could be one of